close. New York Knicks rookie Kevin Knox has made some offensive adjustments, and it's showing in the numbers. Chris Iseman, staff writer at Iseman, the Knicks have reached the midway point of their season as owners of one of the worst records in the NBA. The more losses that pile up, the more fans dream about winning the top spot in the 2019 NBA draft. For the first time, the teams with the three worst records will have a 14% chance of winning the No. 1 pick in this year's lottery, which will be held on May 14th. There's still a long way to go in the college basketball season, so projections about where certain prospects could be drafted are just that, projections. A lot could change. Some prospects will rise up draft boards, others will fall. Two prospects who have been considered top 10 picks have suffered season-ending injuries already, so there's going to be movement. Still, it's worth taking a look at players likely to go in the top 10, where the Knicks are going to be picking. Here's a look at how 11 of those prospects have played to this point in their seasons. The projected top picks: Zion Williamson. Duke Williamson is one player many Knicks fans are hoping the team can draft in June. Many mock drafts consider Williamson, a freshman, the projected number 1 overall pick, while others have that designation going to his teammate, R.J. Barrett. Either way, the 6'7", 285-pound Williamson is an incredible talent, a formidable mix of strength and explosiveness who has been wowing crowds with his dunking ability since high school. Williamson is averaging 20.9 points, 9.5 rebounds and 2.4 assists, 1.9 blocks and 2.2 assists while shooting 67.8% from the field. He's only shooting 28% from the perimeter, which could be concerning for some NBA teams. The fact that he made 3 of 4 attempts Tuesday night against Wake Forest shows that's an area of his game that's improving considerably. R.J. Barrett. Duke. If Williamson doesn't end up going No. 1 overall, it may be because Barrett goes first instead. The 6'7", 202-pound freshman is averaging 22.8 points, 6.5 rebounds and 4.1 assists while shooting 46.2% shooting, 31.3% from a long distance. He still needs to improve his three-point shooting ability. Barrett does excel at creating his own shot off the dribble. Reddish is another Duke star projected to go in the top 5, though his season hasn't been as strong as Williamson's or Barrett's. The 6'8", 218-pound forward is averaging 12.6 points, 2.9 rebounds and 1.6 assists while shooting just 36.1% from the field and 33.7% from the perimeter. Those numbers are not overly impressive. He's also been turning the ball over way too much. Reddish has committed at least 4 turnovers in each of his last 3 games. With his athleticism and 7'1" wingspan, a team with a high pick is likely going to take him, banking on his potential. Nasser Little. Unseed 6'6", 220-pound Little is averaging 9.9 points, 4.3 rebounds and 0.8 assists while shooting 50% from the field and just 21.4% from the perimeter, which needs to improve. Little came out of high school considered a high-level defender, but he's struggled somewhat on that end of the floor in college, mainly because he's had to adjust to the more complex defensive system. He's still projected to be a strong defender in the NBA. Ja Morant. Murray State. Morant is going to be a top 10 pick, and more draft boards have him going in the top 5. That's where the Knicks are likely going to be picking, and they might need a point guard, which makes the 6'3", 175-pound Morant an intriguing option. Many consider Morant to be the best point guard in the draft. The sophomore is averaging 23.3 points, 6.8 rebounds and 9.9 assists per game while shooting 53.2% from the field. Three-point shooting is weaker. He's shooting just 31.6% from a long distance. Morant also commits too many turnovers at 5.2 per game. But with elite athleticism and explosiveness, Morant has the potential to be a high-impact NBA point guard. Stock rising. Keldon Johnson. Kentucky. Johnson, a 6'6", 211-pound small forward, is averaging 15.6 points, 5.6 rebounds and 1.8 assists while shooting 50.7% from the field and 39.2% from the perimeter. His three-point shooting has steadily improved this season, but he's an offensively versatile player and was still able to score easily when he wasn't making threes consistently early in the season. Rui Hachimura, Gonzaga forward Rui Hachimura, right, dunks during the first half of the team's NCAA college basketball game against Cal State Bakersfield in Spokane, Washington, Monday, Dec. 31, 2018. AP photo, Young Kwok photo, The Associated Press, haven't heard of him? That's going to change. Hachimura has been steadily rising up draft boards while leading the number 6 Bulldogs. The 6'8", 230-pound forward is averaging 21.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.7 blocks and 0.9 steals while shooting 59.5% from the field. He's not much of a three-point shooter, at least not yet, attempting just 1.3 per game. A junior, Hachimura has improved significantly from year to year. Hachimura is a player worth watching. Kevin Porter Jr., Southern California limited by a thigh injury. Porter has only played in 6 games this season. He's averaged 11.7 points, 3.3 rebounds and 1.7 assists while shooting 53.8% from the field and 35% from the perimeter. The 6'6", 220-pound SF has the potential to be a high-level scorer in the NBA, but he still has to round out his game offensively. It'd be interesting to see what Porter does when he returns from injury, whenever that may be. Romeo Langford, Indiana guard Romeo Langford, 0, shoots on Michigan guard Jordan Poole, 2, in the first half of an NCAA college basketball game in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Sunday, Jan. 6, 2019. AP photo, Paul Sancia photo, The Associated Press. Langford is going to be a lottery pick, it's just a matter of where exactly he'll go. Some boards have him high in the top 10, others have him in the 10 to 14 range. Regardless, Langford boasts plenty of talent. The 6'6", 215-pound freshman guard is averaging 18.2 points, 5.7 rebounds and 2.6 assists while shooting 50.8% from the field. His three-point shooting has been low. He's shooting just 22.6% from a long distance. Lately, Langford has been running the Hoosiers' offense more and more because of injuries, and he's responded well. One and already done a bowl. Oregon scouts have 9 of Bowl's games to assess, and that's all they're going to get. The center is out for the season after having surgery to repair a fracture in his left foot. He's still going to declare for the draft. The 7'2", 235-pound son of late NBA center Manute Bol finishes his college career having averaged 21 points, 9.6 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 2.7 blocks and 0.8 steals per game on 56.1% shooting from the field and 52% shooting from the perimeter. That three-point shooting ability is a big part of what makes him such a tantalizing prospect for NBA teams. He needs to get much stronger to go up against the bigger bodies of the NBA, not to mention be able to withstand a full season. Darius Garland, Vanderbilt. Garland is another top prospect who is done for the season. The freshman point guard had surgery in November to repair the meniscus in his left knee. He's still projected to be a top 10 pick. The 6'2", 175-pound Garland finished his freshman season averaging 16.2 points, 3.8 rebounds and 2.6 assists on 53.7% shooting, 47.8% from 3. His assist totals have led to some concern about his play-making ability, although that could be a skill that develops. Garland didn't get much time for that to improve at the college level. More NY Knicks news. Staying home, fearing spies would kill him. New York Knicks Enes Kanter will not travel to London. Tough pill to swallow. Losing not getting any easier for Knicks Tim Hardaway Jr. Big month for Knox. NBA honor for Knicks rookie Kevin Knox shows strides. He's to Keen Mail. Iseman at NorthJersey.com.